Hello, 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 hello. Oh, uh, I'm happy to be back. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Yes, 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 yes. Totally forgot to update that. Whoops. Let's refresh that. Everything looks good. Whoops. I don't want that. Move you here. All right, now I can see all your wonderful faces. Hello, KU, and hello, Jax. Welcome. Bro, this is definitely Elder Scrolls. We're literally about to wake up in the wagon right now. You know, the wagon from Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim? You know, that one? Where everyone's like, everyone does all the funny edits to where it's like, oh man, I was like someplace else, or it's like you blink and then you just wake up in the wagon with that dude yapping at you, talking about dragon attacks. Yeah, bro. We're gonna get on our horse, KU, and we're gonna like ride our horse into endless expanse and then start shooting guns like cowboys, just like Skyrim. Should I put up the Christmas decorations? I like the Halloween decorations, but maybe I should do the Christmas ones. Q. I haven't checked up in a while on my ship is this room. I haven't been in this room in like ever. Also, I'm trying to play Warframe on keyboard and mouse now instead of controller, so I'm gonna look a little jank.
Shut off the emergency frequency.
Oh my cool little bobbleheads. I remember I was obsessed with these things. These things, I was like, I freaking love these guys. Every day, I was just like, yo, if I get a Warframe or I unlock a new Warframe, I'm like, I want to get the bobblehead associated with the Warframe. I got more of them. And then I keep the special bobbleheads, the ones I get from like buying like Prime Access, up in the cockpit. Always nice. Always putting a new one of them's ups. Did I ever get a new bobblehead? Wait, I want to. How do I? Communications, equipment. Yeah, equipment. Orbiter, decorate the landing craft. Modify landing craft style, orbiter appearance, decorations. Can I see myself? Yeah, there I am. All right. One to place a decoration. I have new bobbleheads I never put down. Did I ever get a bobblehead for? Ugh. I don't like the Halloween one. The Halloween one does not make me feel good. What are, wait, what are these? Floofs? They call them floofs? That's adorable. I didn't say curse words. Wait, did I? I don't know. I stopped filtering that stuff. It's one of those things I talked about on a past stream, I think. It was one of those things to where I was in my brain, I kept on filtering myself, and it's not like I swear like a sailor. I don't even know which curse word it was. But, yeah, I was just realizing on a lot of my past streams, there'd be moments to where I'd stumble over my words because it'd be a moment of frustration and I just wanted to curse so bad. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna curse. I don't care anymore. I'm like, I was looking around Twitch. Hello, Godzilla, and welcome. I was looking around Twitch and, I just like watch other streamers and other such things, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, it doesn't matter what curse word I say. I'm like, there's literally someone doing a bikini hot tub stream, and that is not a bikini. She's practically naked. I'm like, what is the moderation on this site anymore? Yeah, I don't register it. Yeah, we're gonna do occasional swearing. Occasional swearing is gonna happen. Although it's not my fault. The F word is the most versatile word in the English language. All right, that dirty word, that F word. It's the perfect word. It's a noun. It's a verb. It's an adjective. It's a thing. I'm not sure if it's a thing, but it's so hard not to use that word because that word is the most useful word in the English language. And I don't know why it's a dirty word at this point. If they didn't want me saying it, yo, they really do be wearing dental floss and calling it a bikini. Oh my god. But no, I didn't watch those streams, but like I'll be like scrolling through TikTok lives and stuff, and they'll pop up in my feed and they'll be like, "Yo, new live," and it's just like she's practically naked. I'm like, yeah. You know what's the most messed up thing I've seen on TikTok? Is probably not even like anything like, oh my gosh, not like animals or like people getting hurt, but like occasionally you'll be like doom scrolling TikTok and then suddenly it will just be, what's wrong with my dog? My dog is like sleeping in a really weird posture on a pedestal. Someone will occasionally post on TikTok, it's like someone dying, you know? And it's not like, oh man, like it's like, oh, my grandma passed in her sleep or something. I'm like, dang, that's messed up. Why would you post that? No, it's always gruesome. There's always like some type of like firearm or like some type of like gruesome car crash, and it's just like, why? Why? And then I have to report it, and it's horrible every time. It's never not horrible. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, wow, that was funny watching somebody's life get extinguished before my eyes. No, it never is. It never is. But lots about live deaths on TikTok, not live deaths, but just like people taking videos of it and just being like messed up as hell. But I'm looking for my stupid bobblehead for my guy that I'm right now. What is my guy's name? Lavos. Lavos is supposed to have a bobblehead when I bought the bundle, because I got the Prime bundle, and when you get the Prime bundle, they give you a bobblehead to be like, wow, thanks for dropping 100 games. 100 games? $100! Here's your bobblehead, you know? It's a nice little consolation prize to say, GG suckers, we got $100 out of you. Or $80, or however much it is. And I don't see it here, and I always put them up here, all together, always. Maybe I have to, like, pick it up from the store, but that doesn't make sense. Oh, let's see. Lavos? Lavos. Ooh. What is this collection? Ooh. I was gonna say orthopedic ooze, but it's the snakes. Not everybody uses the snakes for Lavos. That's so funny, Godzilla. I swear I saw someone getting tortured, but also I would get banned if I said the F word on live. That was another part of me to where I'm like, man, I should really watch my mouth. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I feel like watching my mouth only dictates if whatchamacalls it's if I was like actually popular, but I'm not, and I don't think I ever will be. And I think I'm just kind of coming to terms with never ever blowing up as a content creator. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I mean, like, obviously I'm not gonna like give up on trying, but it's one of those things to where, you know, you're like, you know, today's the day. You wake up and you're like, today's the day I'm gonna be famous. No, no, I'm kidding. I don't think that, but it's just I don't think I'm ever gonna have a clip or make a clip and I'm like, man, this is gonna blow up and everyone's gonna come here and they're gonna love me. But that's reality. No one's ever gonna like watch a clip and be like, I'm in love. You know, that doesn't exist. You gotta make a lot of clips and then they'll say how much they love you. Anyways. You know, speaking of weird ass love, you guys ever see the really weird clips of people going to like Comic-Con or like content creation or creator panels and people like proposing? I think it's more popular with female streamers when they go to like TwitchCon, where people would like be proposing to them. They're like, marry me. And I'm like, that has to be so awkward, like doing a meet and greet with fans and then some like, I don't know, basement dweller or like some crazy person, not crazy person, just somebody that just doesn't know what human interaction is, walks up with a diamond ring and they're like, marry me. We can run away. I can take you away from all of this. Okay, so I can say without a shadow, oh, Tenogen, this is what I was looking for the other day. There's no Lavos bobblehead. I got cheated. I wanted one. Also, Tenogen's cool. I explained this yesterday a little bit, but I'll explain it again. Tenogen is this really cool thing for fans to make content for the game, and then the devs put it in, and every time you buy one of these items, the person who made it gets a commission. So it's like if you invented, I don't know, let's say Dr. Pepper, because I'm holding a Dr. Pepper. Every time somebody buys a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper, you get a penny. I mean, like, that's like extremely small, but that's the concept behind Tenogen. And fans, some of them cook, some of them not so much, but that's why they're like real money instead of, you know, like a premium currency like V-Bucks. I do like the thermal shades. They go kind of hard. What do you guys think? Do I look cool? The unique Oculus designed by Theodore and yeah, they also tell you the names of the content creator too. Or the person who made the content, not content creator as in like, wow, are they a streamer too? No, like they just designed the stuff. Paranoid Oculus. Yo, someone just really just want to put in an old pair of Beats. By old pair, I mean like these headphones look like they're from 2001 or something. And now there are gooses in space. Isai. Look at this bubbly chest plate. I feel like this would look cooler if it was more flush or fleshed. Or more closer to the Warframe's chest, but I think so, that'd be cool too. I looked over and it's like, yo, if someone offered me a diamond ring with one low price of marriage, I would accept it. Diamonds in this economy. That's a little unhinged. Like, there's somebody pouring your heart out and all you can think is like, man, diamonds are expensive in this economy right now. I also wonder what's the current trade price for gold. Oh my gosh. One of my friends, when I wasn't streaming, obviously I haven't been streaming as much. I've been like crazy tired and getting woken up in the middle of the night. But more on that later, I guess. I was too tired to stream, and I was playing with him and talking to him. He's like, yeah, we used to have like this one dude that was like, we were like explaining a situation or like a type of coworker that would like say puns, or like he was just kind of like a boomer. And he was like, yeah, the guy was a doomsday prepper, so he quit the job and now he lives in a concrete bunker in the middle of the countryside. And we're like, what? And he's like, yeah. So he's like, apparently he had a coworker that would just like buy silver and gold, because obviously when the apocalypse comes, ooh, I like the wizard one. He's like, yo, silver and gold's gonna be king. They'll never lose their value. Little does he know that they do lose their value. I mean, like, the price of gold and silver goes up and down constantly. But sometimes it's worthless, sometimes it's a lot. But anyways, so essentially this guy has like a log cabin or something in like the far countryside, like as far off the grid as you can be, while being kind of sort of close to the grid. And apparently he dug underneath his like log cabin house and got a buttload of concrete and got a buttload of just like canned foods and all this other stuff to just like prep for the end of days. And now I guess he has like enough money to like quit his job. I don't even want to even say retire, because he's living in a hole in the ground, but he's living in a concrete hole in the ground / log cabin in the middle of nowhere, and he just has a bunch of silver and gold for when the end of days comes. And I'm like, you know what? Good on him. He has his retirement figured out. It's good to have a hobby. I don't think it's even a hobby. I think he thinks it's life and death, but that's my story about some guy who I know secondhand who just decided to make a concrete hole in the floor and then just live in it. I will say, doomsday preppers, they make some cool shit. And shit isn't a curse word. That's something you do on a daily basis. I don't know why people even say it's a curse word. Also, hello, Vapor, and welcome back. I'm just looking at the cool Tenno-Gen stuff. Nothing's really catching my eye. This is stuff that's made by fans and people to be put into the game, because the devs are just cool like that. Sometimes the fans cook. Sometimes it's like this. It's like, bro, what is this? Why does he have like 3 rings on his head? Or it's not 3 rings. Why is it like divided into 3 sections? Some of this stuff. Like, it's definitely like beauty in the eye of the beholder jazz, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is ugly. This isn't like aesthetically pleasing to me. Some of these. Obviously, some of these are really old too. Some of these are for like 2014. Like this one's definitely oldish. Wait, yeah, shit isn't a bad word, is it? Is shit a bad word? Like, I remember it was like a bad word 10 years ago or something, but now I'm like, I'm watching TV and there's ladies with their booties out almost, and I'm like, how come I can't say shit, but she gets to walk around half naked? Or like some dude talking about some really, really weird thing that I'd rather not repeat. I'll leave that to your imagination. I feel like sometimes leaving it up to your imagination's way better than anything I could ever say. No, that's a lie. I could definitely say something better. I could top you. I could match your freak. Actually, some of you, maybe not. Maybe not you specifically, because I don't think you guys are a bunch of sexual deviants with freaks beyond freak that would even freak out the freaks. Like Pokemon fans. But not all of them. Only the small minority of them that are freaks. And I always talk about them because I'm in another server and there's one of them in one of the other servers in Discord I'm on, and I'm like, Every other week, I get reminded that they exist. And I just have to accept the existence of people that just want to get their freak on with a Pokemon. Oh, this makes the ship look like a butterfly. Or it's got like the butterfly wings. Kind of cool. There's a lot of stuff here. Like, holy crap. But I'm just kind of enjoying chatting with you, looking at all the backpack accessories, the weapon skins, the funny helmets that are like, who would wear this? Who would actually pay for this, actually? Not even who would wear this. Who would pay for this? This one's kind of cool. I know I got that one. Some of these I did get. Like this one. It makes him look like a boog. Ooh. This one makes him look like Iron Man. Like, not the head, because that's the default Warframe head, but like the body. Very Iron Man-esque with like the shoulders matching the chest color. Just, you could give me Iron Man vibe. And we're at the end. I haven't actually gone through this list of... Ooh. Cool head. I like that head too. Volt, I feel like, always gets really cool designs. Yeah, well, time to hop on Arc PvP server for the first time in 5 years. I hope nothing bad. That's, bro, that's literally the definition of, like, you know something bad's gonna happen. You know definitely something good won't happen from hopping on Arc's PvP servers. That's like hopping on Rust and being like, man, I hope I don't get invaded by a mega tribe. I want to switch my gun. So I want to go to... part of me is like the AK-47, but they can't call it that, so it's the AK-52. Could be kind of dope. But, mainly because we have, like, all these space guns. Like, there's this one that's just a mass of infected flesh that shoots poisonous barbs. Wait, what? Why aren't I using this? Look at this thing. This gun's the size of your arm. Cool as hell. All right, because I have a shotgun that has all the... What's the words I'm looking for? It has it all. It has status procs. It has buckshot that spreads all over the place. And with enough status ailments to be classified as a war crime, even in Warframe. Yeah, I have viral and electricity and... Wait, is that what I chose? Oh, no, and it has blast. Wait, no, that's the... Why'd I choose viral and electricity? That's a really weird combo. I probably had my reasons for that.
Ready to kick bottom.
I probably chose viral and electricity just because I was playing Lavos, and I'm like, I can just apply whichever effects I need on him. That is true, Vapor. At least they did put an AK rifle in, and at least it is a rifle in general. So here comes the hard part, and that is figuring out what to do with your Warframe day. Maybe like, how's that hard? Well, Warframe, there's like a kajillion billion different things to do. You could devote your time to grinding, you know, one thing for drops. You could devote like an hour to grinding up reputation from the people of Cetus, so you can get promoted, and you have to do it on a daily basis to keep up. Or you could go in mining, fishing, open world explorationing, doing weird dungeons on the Flesh Planet, going back in time in the back rooms of the Flesh Planet. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Going to Uranus. I know that was a lowbrow joke. I apologize. I will be hooking myself up to jumper cables later as punishment. There's the Void. And Zeramin. That's like the Void, but it's nothing like the Void. Because it's more like LSD trippy, I think, than the Void. But it's still the Void. I look over and all I see is like, yo, I just saw a Beach Bob get toward. I didn't know there was a name for people who first start up in like Rust and Ark to where people would just call them Beach Bobs. It's funny as shit. It's like, yeah, bro, I just saw some Beach Bob spawn in and then they knocked him unconscious, hooked up Ebola and handcuffs to him, and they keep him in a cage and they feed him so he can't die. They have him hooked up to a feeder. He's permanently no longer allowed to play the game. Alright, there's free roam. There's this. Bro, what if you invented water? Then that'd be like the greatest invention ever. You know what I like? That people who were smart enough to know that people were dumb enough to buy, what's it called? Water if it's packaged differently. And what I mean by that is there's something called, I think it's like liquid death or something, but it's literally an aluminum can with like skulls and skeletons on it, and it's just called liquid death, but all that's in the can is water. Like, that's it. It's just water. And I think that's goofy as hell that somebody was like, hey, you know what we could do? We could make a really kick-ass aluminum can and then sell it to a bunch of people that are like super edgy and shopping at Hot Topic to buy it. And it's literally just water in a can. That's all it is.
You must provide cover for a lone Tenno operative. Set off the alarms and keep the infested busy.
Oh yeah. Another reason I like this gun, bouncing explosives. Check this out. It shoots discs that bounce off the wall and explode.
A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound.
There we go. I'm getting used to playing on KBM too, so this is also a stream where I'm like, yo, I'm just kind of getting used to playing Warframe on KBM. Why is my... Okay, I'm gonna have to change sprint to toggle later. Am I dumb or something? Yeah, I'm dumb. Oh, this guy's playing the new dude. I know there was a new Warframe they added, and it's like, it's got some type of like Hell Demon vibes where it's kind of has like 3 servants, and they just kind of go out and set everything on fire. And I'm like, dang, I kind of want that. No, there's a part of me to where I just realized, how do I swap weapons? Oh, that's how I melee? Okay. I figured out the melee button. I'm not sure if you guys ever had the experience of playing a game on a controller and then like getting a PC or doing it this opposite, but it's really weird playing a game that you know on keyboard and mouse or on controller and then figuring out how to play it the other way around. Like, I think the most common one's like Minecraft. It's like, man, you play Minecraft on your like PlayStation, on your iPad, or like your Xbox or something, and then you play it for like a kajillion billion hours, and then suddenly you're like, well, I got a computer so I can play modded Minecraft. You get the mod and you get everything, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be so much fun. And you're like, how do I open up the menu? How do I jump? How do I activate this menu? How do I just do normal Minecraft things that I've been doing? Did one of my dudes just leave? No, they're still there. What is that name? Oh. You know, I've been playing so much of the My Hero game where every time I see a name, I'm like, is that a dirty joke? Is that just a straight slur? Because there's another game I play, and I've been playing this off stream a lot too, because some people are like, dang, why is this my #1 watch game? Because I watch you. And it's like, because it's fun. It's broken, and it's anime game. And I love anime games because they never work right, or people complain about balancing, and it's great. The devs do not care enough. They're getting paid whether the game is good or bad. They do not care. Just like plumbers. If the toilet flushes and the turd disappears, the job is done. They are getting paid. Whether they did a good job or a bad job, you'll find out in 6 months. You know, I've been looking at this for a while, Vapor, but what is Serious Sam? Is that like a movie franchise? Is that a game? I would look it up, but I'm kind of killing these amalgamations of flesh that are abomination to life itself with their disgusting hive mind. And I can only pray that every time I blow a hole in each one of them with around 200 pellets from my buckshot, that they can all feel it. You ever think about that with hive minds in sci-fi films? Where it's like, yo, they're like so smart and they're like a hive mind and they're all like sharing the same consciousness and like all the same hopes and dreams. If I blow a hole in one of them with the shotgun, will they all feel it? God, I only hope. I will say, I don't like when movies do the hive mind bit a lot.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. When you need it,
Oh God.
extraction is ready.
So Serious Sam is a game, but it's like Doom, but it's got like 500 enemies on the screen. That is... There's another game like that. What was it called again? EDF, that was it. It was like an arcade game, and then it got turned into a PC game, and I think it got a sequel, but it's just like a gajillion billion bugs on your screen, and you just gotta blow them all up. All right, let's activate the fire. Let's activate a little bit of the explosives. Let's turn the ammo into universal ammo. That's another reason I play this warframe. I have an ability that just turns all drops into just universal drops. So it's like health pickups and energy pickups. Nah, they're universal pickups now. They just do both. Compatible with all. Ammo that's rifle ammo that doesn't fit into my gun. Yeah, not anymore. Everything fits everywhere. Downside, it's less ammo. Upside, It's ammo that you can use. Oh. I gotta turn on solo play for Warframe. I always like playing with like book play lobbies, but whenever I'm doing matches, or I should say games, where I kind of want to just like chat with you, dude, and just kind of kill stuff and get used to the controls. There's people that just like want to leave immediately every time. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is like the new guy. He's got like hell spawn minions.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
And I think the hellspawn minions are pretty metal. They're kind of cool. I just wanted to drink some more. You know, Godzilla, I really do enjoy the updates of how these people in Ark Survival are just torturing this one beach bob. It's just some poor guy who loaded in at the wrong time, with the wrong people around, that knocked him out and decided to just start pouring napalm on him, apparently. I hope proximity chat's on. For the best. I love people who play games with proximity chat and they don't take it seriously, like Hunt Showdown. If you don't know, Hunt Showdown is a battle royale where it's just like Wild West vibes combined with a little bit of dark magic, and you essentially go out, you bounty hunt an NPC, and you try to extract while everyone else tries to kill you and take your stuff. And you gotta kill them too and take their stuff. And it's really sweaty, but it hacks proximity chat, so you can either be a sweat that has it off, or you can be somebody that's there to have fun and turn it on and just start taunting each other while in a standoff while you're inside and they're surrounding the building, and you could just be yelling at each other trying to negotiate. I think Arc Raiders are like is like that too. I haven't seen much Arc Raiders junk though. Oh, here's the new guy. So this is the new guy they added. Spring into action with Noko with his strong roots. An array of tricky fungi with young defenders will quickly grow on you. The stink brain. Throw a mushroom that periodically sheds poisonous spores, infecting viral damage and status effects upon nearby enemies, while also lulling them to sleep. Oh, it's a CC and a status proc. That's kind of awesome. It's got a small radius and only lasts for 10 seconds. Oh, this one. Upon receiving fatal damage, Noko reverts to his... This is passive, by the way. A sprudling form, and his active mushrooms will glow. Reviving Noko when touched, orbs spawned will grant a boost. Or speed boost. But not healing. If a glowing mushroom is not reached in time, Noko will automatically use a self-revive. So, he has a self-res mechanic that doesn't use up your res. Cheating on a dead game don't make sense. Prove me wrong. Cheating on a dead game is fun. If you're playing a game that's dead, cheating on it makes it more fun. You know how many people are like playing Black Ops 2 right now? And I don't mean like the remaster or whatever, just like, I don't know what I mean by remaster, but like they're playing Black Ops 2 Zombies right now and they're probably just straight up cheating in public lobbies and nobody cares. Or Black Ops 3 or 4. Like, those games dead. The devs do not care what you do. They only care if you're crashing the servers. And if you're not crashing the servers, you can just keep going. But anyways, I'm going to keep reading these off because these are actually kind of cool. Release a rejuvenation mushroom that emits a radial pulse, giving Noko and his allies energy, and applies a buff to ability strengths that last for a short time. So we can just make energy. That's kind of cool. He's kind of got a support vibe now with that. Revert to the sprudling form. Spawning orbs that heal Noko and grant a speed boost. While in this state, Noko is untargetable and heals gradually. So I can just do this for like ever and heal indefinitely. Do I just do like a Jeff the Landshark Rivals vibe where I just turn into a mushroom and all the enemies are like, man, I wonder where you went. And I'm just mushroom. All right, so unleash a chaotic ballistic mushroom that seeks enemies and bounce. It's a bounce explosive that tracks enemies. All right, whenever it touches, contact with any Noko's mushrooms invigorates them, doubling their pulse rate. So I get double the proc from Mr. Sleepin' Poison Shroom and Energy Factory when this touches it. I could just control a room. I can literally have infinite energy. Everyone is sick and asleep. And then I bomb them when they're sick and asleep. Trying to do this out in the open sounds like a pain. And then I just get a get out of jail free card. I get 2 of them, actually. Might get him at some point, but I have to grind. What did Caliban even do? Caliban was one of those warframes where I'm like, this was after I stopped playing this game a long time ago, and I never really came back to doing this. Because I was like, I stopped playing Warframe mainly because I'm like, wow, this is an endless grind. And I just can't keep up. But I kind of had like, I don't want to say like a small little like shift in my brain this morning, but like I was just kind of looking at Warframe and I was like, wow. I think I want to play Warframe, and I think I want to be okay with not having everything. I want to be okay with like not having the most min-max stats. I think I just want to play Warframe and have fun and consume the content like I used to. And maybe I might not have all the guns, and I might not have all the stuff upgraded, and just being okay with that. Because every time I play a game, it's like, wow, I want to like do my best. I may not be like a perfectionist, but I do want to like do the content. I want to shoot the guys in the face. I want to collect the things. Look, that is a fun fact. Insulin smells horrible. I didn't know insulin had a smell. What I need to do is go to the planet. Where is it? Where's this stupid planet? Actually, I forgot what the planet's called. I want to go to Fortuna, but I forget where Fortuna is. I think it's on, like, Venus or something. Fortuna! You know what I need to do? I need to watch a long video explaining the plot of Warframe to me. Because it's been so many years. I think at this point it's been like 10 years. Like, I started playing this game in like 2015, I think. And I never really got, I don't want to say to the end, but I never, the story quest and updates were so far between each other where I don't really remember a lot of stuff. I think I maxed these guys out. Did I max you guys out?
Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much cooling.
Polaris standing. I'm an old mate. Also, this is really creepy because before you get to old mate, they don't open up their chest cavities, so you get to look at like the camera head or the robot head versus the head in the chest cavity. It's really weird. Wait, you're telling me normal people don't feel their organs sitting inside them being all uncomfy? Dude.
Roger that. Moving on, moving on.
So I think... I remember there was something I had to do here. I think it was in the back room. Where's the back room? Here it is. Get around that. How do I... Oh. What are these? Emotes, wheel, business, smoke finder, ledge, mission entrance. I know there's a way to leave my warframe. I just don't remember to. All right, wait, little duck.
You don't know the quills? If you knew the quills, they'd have mentioned your name. You best be going.
Well, it's not like I feel my organs all the time. There's just like moments where I'm like, if I don't get enough sleep, or like sometimes I'm just kind of like chilling, I'll start feeling like all the teeth in my mouth. And people are like, you can't feel your teeth. It's like, bro, I can feel my teeth sometimes. It's horrible. Or I'll just feel like my blood pumping, and I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. That's why I can't sleep some nights, because there's some nights where I'm laying there and my heart's just beating and I'm like, this is too loud. This is too much noise. And then it was like later on I found out that I'm like, wow, normal people don't hear their blood moving through their neck or in their arms or just around. And they're just kind of just uncomfortable. There's not really much I can do about that because I kind of need my heart to live, so it's gonna kind of keep pumping anyways. All right, I don't think there's anything for me to do on Fortuna at the moment that I can achieve. Which is weird. Everyone's a little different. Everyone's a little quirky. That's okay. So, I know there was... Aha, here we go. So, with this funny thing, I can see my standing for each of the factions on each of the planets, so I can kind of figure out where I need to go to grind up some reputation. Because there's content locked behind certain levels of reputation on each planet. And there's a daily limit of how much reputation you can get per day. And so it's good to do that. So we have the cryo list. I really don't know where these guys are. I think these are the guys that came out of the void and they were like, oh, we're alive. I think their whole bit is just like, yo, we went through the void and came out alive. You know, the whole, like, we stared into the abyss and it stared back and we won. But not as cool. All right, here we go. The Hex. These were the guys that were like, wow, you went through, like, a wormhole and you get to see warframes before they look, like, all cool like this. You know? Before we could just, like, remote pilot them. All right, so that's the Enclave. That's Cephalon Suda. I forget what I get at Pizza Party for level 5 for being trusted by the past people. There's even like a whole dating thing with them too. Like you can actually romance them. which was really cool and really weird. All right, so that's the trolley.
Hello.
I was doing good. I remember I was grinding this up last time I played, and I was like, this is so much work. Doing like, look at all these factions. There's Fortuna on Earth. There's this on Venus. And there's like sub factions to them too. And then there's the back rooms with fish that was gained sentience intelligence beyond compare, but he's trapped in a bowl. Flesh people on the flesh planet. I don't know what this is. This is just Necroloid. Oh yeah, getting rocked for this crazy little feller. Who's this one? Oh yeah, the Voidlings that have been losing their minds for all of time. But now they're back and they're okay. Back in time prototype warframes. And yeah, that's actually it. The Fish Empire. The Fish Empire is real. Actually, it's not real. He's the only one of his kind. It's kind of their whole bit of being really sad because they're never, at least one of them's really upset that they're never ever gonna get to, you know, find a mate and have little ones and have kids and junk. Anyways, I gotta figure out which one of these goobers I want to help, and I'm thinking proto frame. I was never good at helping the void people. The void people kind of confused me. The devs lost me on that one. There was like missions where you had to grab like glowy balls. There was like missions where you had to leave your warframe to like fight in the shadow realm against these beings from the void, but they're not of the void. And you have to beat them, but you like your guns don't work on them, so you have to do it in this really weird roundabout way of fighting them, and it's just like warframe. You made me make a gun for 12 hours, and you're telling me it doesn't work on these things? And I had to use this other mechanic that I barely used at all? I understand by a game dev standpoint, you want me to use this really cool thing you gave me and never gave me anything to shoot. But now you're giving me something to shoot, but this thing has a kajillion billion health. Here we go. I had to remember how to go back in time. Holovania, Central Mall.
Me about a ting?
Get the fun little motorcycle machines. Wait, I can actually play this? Hold up. Play Ollie's Crash Course. I didn't know this was a thing here. I know they kept you on. Warframe's weird. They sometimes continuously update a area, and this is the place they update because this one's the newest. Okay, how did someone do this in like 0.4 seconds? They had to do like Mario Kart hacks or something. Wait. And I went off. How do I tell Ollie I don't want to be here anymore? Race again? Quit the race. Yes, I'm bad at the race. I give up. I give up, Ollie. You and your pink hair has bested me yet again. And your weird Batman-style mask to where people think they can't see you. But they definitely can. You know what I mean by, like, they can't see you? You know, like, when Robin wears his little black mask and it's like, oh man, I wonder who this child is. It's like, you can still see the rest of their face. You can guess. You definitely can guess. Ooh, wait. Is this... Oh, it's a pistol skin. I thought that was a start-off shotgun. I'm like, ooh. That'd be really, really, really cool. I really do like that Warframe. And I think it was this year they added this update. There's just real guns. Like, it's not like sci-fi space guns anymore. It's just like, yo, that's a real ass gun.
Eyes open.
Not some made up gibberish.
I'm here. Mercy run. Grab a pack.
Bullet jump up here. Are you the one that buys my pizza?
So?
Yeah, trade treasure for standing. So I could actually come here and to be like, yeah, get this standing, and I can not even do the busy work of the missions, but I'm going to do the busy work of the missions because I just got to get used to KBN. Jax, hello and welcome back. I'm doing a mission. I just kind of been chatting. I've really been enjoying chatting with you guys. I'm sorry I've been doing much gameplay. I think it's important just to have fun conversations along with stuff, and I can't always fully use all my brain power while I'm slaying the hordes of whatever I may be slaying to have a full engaging conversation with you or about a topic. Or always read. I always hate when I'm playing a game like Battle Royale and I can't read all your comments. And if you're like, no one, you don't read all our comments, it's like, well, yeah, but if I read every comment out loud constantly and you watch the stream back, it's like he's just reading the whole chat out loud constantly. I'm trying to figure out which one of these I want to do. This one's like, I gotta fight a boss. The Warframe boss fights are stupid now because it was like, I think it was like, yeah, I started playing in like 2015. And boss fights were like, yo, just fill them with bullets and you're done. But now they have like health gates and like gimmicks, and you can't just go in there and with an OP build and burn them to death and then walk out. You know what? I think everyone at one point has played a Roblox game for too long. 100%. I don't think anyone's ever been like, man, I spent too much time on that. All right, what's this? Extermination, Steel Path. Yes. I know I played some Roblox games and I'm like, dang, I spent too much time on it. There's some Roblox games where I'm like, you know what? I would play them again if I had viewers that were like, yo, let's do this. You know? What's the words I'm looking for? The words I'm looking for are, you ever see Roblox content creators and they go into a Roblox game and they have like a horde of like Roblox players that are like, yes, my master. I shall do your bidding. That'd be kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna like gaslight you and be like, oh no, bro, I definitely don't want viewers to, you know, give me free stuff. It's like, hey, if you're giving me gifts, I'm gonna accept the gifts. I know I don't have donations on. I don't want money. But if you're like, yo, I play Warframe, do you want this extra gun piece so you can have your last gun piece so you can have this gun that you've been farming for the last 2 hours? And it's like, yes. Yes, please. But I think everyone also has those fantasies too. Like having $1 million. I'm getting oozed on. I forget what element these guys are weak to, so we're just gonna burn them. Also, this mission, it's just kill and destroy.
To a Scaldra high security cache. If Fervon charges will get you inside, but you gotta be quick. They're rigged to self-destruct.
Map. There we go. My bad. I'm getting a little distracted because my brain is like, or I'm trying to figure out the buttons here. Also, did I say hi to you, Switchy? Hello and welcome. I saw you sneak in here, but I forget I was talking about something. Oh yes, I was talking about having a legion on a Roblox game to just search and destroy all my enemies, all the that may come and oppose me. I've seen him too. I've been in like Minecraft lobbies to where there's like a content creator that's there, and it's low-key kind of wild watching the hordes of Roblox kids just do the bidding. Like, what's that guy's name in like all the Frankenstein's books, to where he's just like, yes, my master, and he pulls the lever and then the lightning bolt comes down. You know what I'm talking about. Igor, that's it. The stereotypical Igor. I'm just saying, it'd be kind of dope to have minions do my bidding. Everybody wants minions to do bidding, though. You'd be like, no one, isn't that just slaves? It's like, no, minions aren't slaves. They're minions. They want to be there. Slaves are there because they don't want to be there. Minions are different. All right. Do you think the Joker doesn't pay his minions? No, Joker definitely pays his minions. All right. He may be a maniac, but he also realizes his minions have to eat. Does he occasionally blow their brains out? Yeah, definitely. Do they sometimes fall in vats of acid and gains miscellaneous superpowers? Definitely. Most of them become abominations that Batman, I don't know, sometimes accidentally kills because, I don't know, he didn't know they needed toxic waste to live. Yeah. I would steer clear from Roblox if I were you. It's really gone downhill. And scandals galore. Just a heads up. Oh yeah, I've heard about all the fun little hunts people have been doing this past year on Roblox for like pedophiles. That was like a whole arc they had. People getting banned for doing that. Roblox going down the pooper. They had a game on Roblox that was just it wasn't called this, but it basically was it was School Shooter Simulator, and it had proximity chat, and I'm like, this is messed up. Like, this goes beyond the realm of haha just for funsies. All right, let's just kill the guy on the truck and the truck. No, but if I were to do Roblox, I feel like I want to do a game that was just like either so goofy it couldn't go wrong, like, I don't know, I can't even think of anything, and I'm super duper lost. I need to find more guys to kill. But all these streets are dead ends. Until they're not. Okay, that one's on me. I think, if I had to guess, I think corrosive damage could be the way to go on killing these enemies because they're all super armored. Well, let's make a corrosive blend. And you're like, what do you mean corrosive blend no one? So my warframe, there's a bunch of them. They all have their fun little abilities. Some of them hurl lightning. Some of them run super fast and splatters them like they're A-Train from The Boys. My guy has an alchemist bit to where he transmute stuff and he's able to just pump elements into his gun. so I can just change my element to the ideal element. You know, like when you're playing Pokemon and you're like, dang, I need my Arceus to just be a dragon type. You can do that. Does anyone even use Arceus, like, in Pokemon? Because I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone play, like, what's that one called? Pokemon Showdown, to where they actually use Arceus on their team. Oh, I made Blast by accident. Oh, I'm about to get murdered. Oh, I'm about to get murdered for real. Why did I make I don't want magnetism. Give me a good element. And by give me a good element, I mean I need to stop fat fingering the keys and do it right. I'm playing bad because I normally play on controller, but I want to play on keyboard and mouse. Oh, there it is. Oh, you kind of weak. Oh, I can totally kill you. I don't even have to like jump around like a goober and do like a bunch of like crazy flips and junk to murder you. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna win. Oh, I'm gonna win. Never mind. I totally forgot I can lifesteal too with this dude. How many guys do I have to kill? I forgot I have to keep killing these goons and goobers. I hate that the word goon is just ruined now. Goon was such a fun word to say. You'd be like, yo, look at these goons. Like, and you'd be like, what do you mean goons? Well, they're like henchmen. But it's like, man, these are Jokers and a bunch of his goons. It's like, man, that was such a good word. You know, just miscellaneous thugs. But instead of saying miscellaneous thugs, you just be like goon. It was nice. And now you can't say it because it means someone who's just constantly, you know, you know what it means. I don't gotta explain it to you. Why is this guy a little bit tougher than the rest? Really, he was only a little tougher. Sneak attack. I like that I get to whip people with snakes. It's kind of cool. One of the things that I love saying to people, and here's a fun fact, people can live without 90% of your brain. Which explains why you're so stupid. Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, I got caught up on the brain comment because I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, I know you definitely need your brain. Unless you're the guy who took a railroad spike to the dome, you definitely need your brain. Probably. You definitely need it. It's a stupid exit. Was I getting ragdolled while also casting my ability at the same time? That was goofy as hell. We're just gonna shoot off. These guys are so much easier once I add corrosive to my weapon. Corrosive damage was the way to go. Oh, they kind of hurt. Stop that. That hurts. I now see why my randoms left this elimination mission. This elim mission is kind of taking a while. just gives me more time to talk to you. Rocket launcher? Why is there... Wait. Pick up the RPG. Hold up. I just get... How come this isn't a weapon I can just make in my fab? Oh my god. It does 6 million a shot? Noob tube. Oh, it hurts. Alright, on to the next area. Does this just circle back around? Yeah, this just circles back around. That's just a wall doodad. I was in here. Is this just a dead end? What is this map layout? What is this random RNG crap I'm dealing with right now? This is one of those times where I was like, if I was playing with another person, they'd be like, yo, going the wrong way. And I'm like, oh, wait, really? It's like, yeah, you gotta go the other way. And it's like, all right, cool. Just die. Why are you being so resistant? Accept your death. Oh, I'm getting hit kind of hard. Yo, stop hitting me so hard. That hurts. I make weird noises when I fill them full of holes. I just realized why it hurts so much. They're shooting me with RPGs. Wait, was this the way I was supposed to run and I ran the wrong... Oh my god. Probably it wouldn't take someone this long, but because I'm, like I said, I'm playing on KBM again. And not my controller, it's just taking way longer than it normally would take me. Normally I would have been done like 5 minutes ago. Easy. In 5 minutes on the low end. I would have blown through this mission in like 2. Actually. I've been here so long. Another one of these guys respawning. Come on, aren't you gonna die? There we go. At least I'm getting a lot of items. I want to not be here anymore. I wish for this, I desire for this mission to be over. I've had enough. I wish to incinerate this room with big AoE. I need one more victim. Hello, victim. Goodbye, victim. Enemies killed. Wait, what did I just kill then? All right. Oh no, I was at 63. I can't count.
Time to come home.
What was that thing I just got? Because that was really, really weird. It was like some 90s teenager or something on a card. It only popped up for a second. Because it looked like a mod card, but I don't know what it is. And you'd be like, what's a mod card, no one? A mod card is something you put on your warframe and weapons to enhance it. Like 90% more damage. 30% more defense. Fire damage, 50%. Stuff like that. That's what a mod card is. It modifies your junk. Yeah, here it is. Instant secure. I want to read this. Read this warframe. 50% chance to disinfect and gain 10,000 hola dollars. What is a hola dollar? What is this? It's called a potency? Give me a second. I gotta Google the thing. Warframe potency mods. I guess they're new. Potency mods are special subsets of Parazon mods, each one associated with one of the 5 members of the O-Lane. Increases the amount of malware. Potency mods or mods will help you fill the disinfection bar faster by set amount percentage based on the mod you use. I guess this is rare then. Or new and super common, and I don't know yet. Worthy Comrade. An aura mod. Squad receives 12% weak point critical chance. What is that supposed to mean? Alright.
Quincy, you got plans tonight? Civvy operative might need oversight. SDR picked up a tail.
I'm gonna blow through these missions with my controller. Give me a second. I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna open up the window too, because it's getting hot as hell in here. I'm back from opening the window. It's a whole process of me opening a window. Well, I don't do it often. Also, it's winter. Do you guys ever open the window in winter? My one friend does. He likes to close his door and then let all the winter cold in before he goes to sleep. So his room is nice and cold. So you get to bundle up nice and tight. Which I wish I did more. But if I did that, I'd forget the windows open and then freeze. Alright, we have authors exterminate, chemistry available, chemistry available. I wish to do this. Plug in the controller. I told you. Here you are. Into the key. Boop. I'm gonna be honest, wireless controllers for like Xbox and PlayStation suck. I don't like wireless controllers. I like the wire. Having to recharge my controller and get batteries, and it sucks. I like having a cord. I don't have to deal with batteries. I can just play the game and enjoy the game And I can deal with the cord. Ugh. The only reason I don't like controller makes moving around so easy. But with I like having the ability to move my gun around really quick. And also doing alt fires too is annoying on controller. Because on controller, to do like the little like secondary explosion, I have to do more. What was that? It was like one of these guys bugged out and then bugged out.
Line them up and cut them down. They're half done. Fam, tech rots well.
Where
Situation's about to get
is Author's Bounty? Oh, I think we already did that. Hold up. Me. Where's my air supply drop? Air supply drop. Air supply drop. Air supply drop. Here we go. While those guys kill everything, I'm gonna take this opportunity to give me some loot. Yo, I found a whole pizza. I love finding old pizzas in abandoned malls. They're my favorite. Okay, wait. I was running the wrong direction. I like how doing this mission, switching controllers, did make me move faster, which makes it go faster, but it didn't make this layout any less confusing.
You got the worst of it. Now come on home, fam.
Thank you, Warframe, for making this layout as confusing as possible. I like how I just have death chasing me right now, and it is crazy inconvenient. What is this guy doing? Does he want to attempt to kill violence? Is this guy just taunting me from inside the mall? Oh, he's stuck in the elevator shaft. There we go. It took way longer to find him than I would have liked. That's okay.
As you conquer the foe, so you conquer yourself.
Alright, what kind of chic looties did we get? Okay, so I guess those mods are just new stuff. I'm gonna put my jacket on before I start. Because it is winter. And I do have the window open. Stupid. Alright, so that is definitely new stuff.
Arthur, inventory done. Talk. Yo.
How many
So, who's this for?
more missions do I can do? I can do a lot more. Get a lot more of the currency though. But I'm feeling a little lazy, so I think I'm gonna use a pizza. You can have 2 pizzas and 2 Happy Meals. All right, no more. You'll be fat. That's how you get the diabetes too.
Huele feo. Did you find this on, near, or in something that died? Ugh. We can use it though, unfortunately.
I like how she said that, and I gave her only food items. I'm back, and I got a new server, and I'm making a... Oh, you're making a shack? A murder hut? Are you making a murder hut in your new Rush/Ark server that you just found? I love the murder hut. If you're like, what's a murder hut? Well, basically, it's a little hut that you hide somewhere. It's just basically just like a 1x1, a 4x4, a little just cube, or like 3-side shack in the side of a cliff, or clip through a rock, where after you find some base that's abandoned, or somebody that's just kind of alone, or you sneak inside a base and you murder everybody and take all their stuff, you store it in the murder hut, and you just keep going from there. And you don't really make a real base, and you don't really have a real home. You're just kind of a murder hobo nomad going around slaying fools with their doors unlocked. Well, not really. You're blowing holes in them. Or catching them when they're, like, outside hitting rocks. Like chumps. Instead of being a murder hobo like you. I love the murder huts. Murder huts are fun. I think I'm done with Holovania for now. These missions are kind of, I don't want to say stressing me out a little bit, but I hate trying to figure out where to go. Oh, you're doing Murder Hut on Dinosaur game? Enjoy the holidays 2025. What are we doing, Warframe? You doing something nice for me? This time of year, we put down our burdens and relax with family and friends. Gather around the candlelight, the La Cathedral, or take a calming walk through the drifting snows of the spores and the deep mines. The holidays, Tenno. The holidays! In 1999, the Tech Rot Encore challenged a familiar foe in the Isle Weaver. Commune with fungal friends in the Vale, undermines, and uncover the past of the old peace. We hope you love the journey as much as we love opening new doors to the path forward. Old Peace, Uriel, Prime Resurgence. No, I never looked up what the Warframe Geyer did. I'm gonna look up. Ugh. Geyer was one of those Warframes I kind of wanted to use, but she was in the Void, and it was annoying to get. And by Void, it was Void adjacent, not the real Void. I like the Void. The Void's empty now. I mean, like before, all the cool endgame loot used to be in the Void. Now it isn't.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
Geyer. So Geyer's abilities have a 10% chance to deal critical damage for each electrical status that affects the enemy. Arc spheres launch a Gyrator sphere that will deal high damage on impact, periodically dealing electrical shock to nearby enemies. Hits multiple enemies at once with the initial launch to enhance damage. So it sits there. 100 a second. And the initial damage when it shocks is 1,000. Kyle Horizon throw forward a gyrator sphere that will implode after a few seconds or can be manually triggered. This is just a rolling bomb I can detonate. Gain a brief burst of increased critical chance and energy regen with each kill, extending durations of the cathode. Grace cast is on cooldown. So this doesn't even take energy. I can just increase crit chance and energy regen for 8 seconds, and I gain 3 seconds per kill. And it only costs 75, and I generate 1 energy. Maybe a second. Rotor's well. Geyer's mechanism spins at incredible speed, generating an electrical field that shocks nearby enemies. When the gyre gets a critical hit, a large electrical discharge will chain from the enemy and will hit nearby enemy. Okay, wait. So she is just one big Tesla coil. I want to play this Warframe now. That seems kind of fun. The other Warframes I wasn't really vibing with. I do like the elemental ones, though. Shock as an element, though, is kind of mid. But the fact that she's a crit chance machine kind of makes things different. Like Zaku with his weird bits and bobs, and Uriel. What is she even? Wave Dasher Wives, reborn from the ocean foam in her original Orican era splendor. She embodies the undying vigor of youth. Yeah, she just throw bubble, saw blades, skates around, riptide, drags enemies into the crushing maelstroms, and then blow them away in a watery burst. Each enemy trapped in the vortex increases the burst damage. And then Uriel gains plus 200% crit chance for secondary weapon when she's been moving for at least a second and a half. Wait, was that crit chance or damage? Crit chance. I'm gonna come back to playing what's his face, I think, later. I think I want to play a Warframe that's more I'm casting instead of fighting with my gun. So I just gotta figure out which Warframe that is. I did enjoy Mag. I had a pretty okay build on Mag. I remember I butchered it because Mag, I didn't really enjoy the skins that were available. He has a bunch of them. He's literally one of the OG warframes, but you know, over the course of 10 years, power creep tends to happen. I wish I got the heirloom skin for Mag, though. I'd definitely play her more if I did. Swap. I kind of want to play Warframe I haven't played in a while. I feel like it could be fun playing a new Warframe on keyboard and mouse and kind of like accessorize them a little bit. Roxia was a lot of fun. I liked having all the jazz on her like that. The vials. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I did. There was just like a muscle in my shoulder that I just like pulled right now, and all my brain is doing is like, yo, let's go lay down. I'm like, no, I don't want to lay down. I want to stream. I hate every time I stream. I feel like this past like 2 weeks, every time I stream, something happens. My eyeballs start twitching, a muscle starts like failing, something in my body starts falling apart, and I'm like, dang, I should go rest. I should go be healthy. And it's just like, no, I want to stream. I remember getting this guy. Oh, I thought he was pretty cool. And I realized I don't want to play him anymore. And he was just kind of, I played him like I played Lavos. Which one of you dudes can I accessorize? I can play Vauban with the Prime. We got the grenades. We have the orbital strike cannon. The ballista. Ooh, we got the Tesla coils that go around and murder people. This is hard to decide. I don't want to do Gauss. I do want to see, have we gotten any new appearances for Gauss? Any new skins? Appearances. Skins. Gauss is ADHD, the Warframe, by the way. But he's not really my playstyle anymore. I could just use Ember again. I really did like using Ember. What is this? The Nova bundle. Wow. This is the hard part of Warframe. It's just figuring out which one you want to play. Because you, at a certain point, you get so many options. You're like, oh, who do I want to do and use? I like this guy. This guy was just concrete, the Warframe, followed by nuclear fallout. But radiation damage isn't really that amazing. I could play support, but I need people to play support with. That isn't really an option. I could just be Wukong. Play more Wisp. So many people play Wisp. I don't want to play Wisp. Nidus, I had a lot of fun playing Night. Oh, I know. Go with a classic. Go with Necros. Necros, my boy. Did you get any new stuff while I was away, Necros? No? You're still peak? Yeah, you're still peak. Is there anything I want to change on you? Do I want to give you a different backpack attachments? I think I want to put a different Sindana on you, though. So we're going to go to there. If we take that off, we can see my symbol on my back, but I want to put something new. That's kind of intimidating. I kind of like that, but I think I want to... Can I move this farther up his back or no? No, I don't think so. I don't think I ever played, wait, bombing. Did you mean to spell Clover Pit? Because all I see is Clovapete, and I'm like, man, Clove Pete could be an actual game, and I just don't know it. What the hell? I don't like that look. I don't like that look either. I feel like some people, Necros, go over the top, and it just kind of look icky sometimes. This one looks ethereal and cool, but no. Not my look. Attachments, though. Necros's bindings are kind of amazing. I don't want to take them off. His cuffs. I don't want the bindings on that either. We're keeping the bindings on. What about the right leg? Do we want to put any junk on the right leg? That looks icky. I don't like that. All that looks icky. We're fashion framing right now. This is the fashion frame. We're like, what's fashion frame? It's this. It's this whole process we're on right now to where we just kind of get to enjoy accessorizing and messing with and adjusting with our warframe. No chest. Arm. Front tattoo. What do we have for front tattoo? A whole lot of junk I don't want to put on. Embers, heirloom sigil. That's kind of cool. The conquering symbol. Yo, big bite pizza. Okay, that's fun. That is funny as hell. It's just a pepperoni pizza with a hat on. You know somebody got that as a tattoo at some point, right? You know there's some Warframe player that's like, yo, I love Warframe so much. Yeah, put that pepperoni man on my arm right now. You know what? No, he deserves the face. Imagine getting this as a face tattoo. I'm just saying, if I see somebody with a face tattoo with a smiling pepperoni pizza wearing a baseball cap, I'm not messing with them. I'm not messing with them at all. They mean business. they're insane enough to go and get a tattoo of a pizza man. All right. There's something not right with them. And you should not mess with them. They are not to be trifled with. You know what? I think I do like my vat of ooze that I can put on my back. Equipped. I love this back accessory so much. It's so much of my aesthetic that I love to have. It gives me like Plague Doctor aesthetic, and I love it so much.
All set. Serviced your weapons myself.
It's always nice coming back to Warframe and then being able to just redecorate some of the old drip. Some of the old swagger. Get some new swagger. I want to look at the Geyer stuff again real quick. Prime Resurgence? No. Prime Bundles. Heirlooms? No. Not heirlooms. I wish I could look at this more closely. What do you think of those shoulder plates? Are they worth $50? Is this swag worth $50 of actual American money? I'm looking at this junk and I'm like, I don't think this is worth $50 in the slightest. So there's Geyer. Is there Geyer with the stuff on? No, it's Geyer. It's not even Geyer with the stuff on. Let me close this chat in the corner. There we go. Alright. Redeem a code. If only I could use a code to make that so much cheaper. That'd be amazing. Alright. Hello again. I'm going to do a mission. Which mission? I do not know. I do need Phoenix Junction. I already did that. Never mind. It was all glowy and I'm like, what is that? The Zariman. I'm still in Steel Path. I'm gonna... I'm gonna stay in Steel Path, actually. If I stay in Steel Path, I can do way more junk. I totally forgot. I gotta get a new weapon. Give me a sec. Arsenal. Swap. Let me get my giant infected weapon. I don't have anything else that's like on standby, ready to murder everything. At least for the moment. The Torrid. I am going to... What do we have for relics? Let's crack out a relic. Go here. Go to Void Fissures. You can do a rescue, a defense, a capture. GYRE. There's only one relic with a Gaia blueprint in it, and I can't do it because I don't own it. Because it's new. I've been playing a lot of Warframe, so I don't have a lot of relics, which is a problem. So I guess we'll just crack a relic. Here, we got a bunch of these. Upgrade relic? Nah, we don't need to upgrade no relic. Equip for mission. Yes. Go to mission. So these missions are like, run around, get some junk. Hooray, you got the junk. Leave. And then we all get 4 different drops, and we get to pick which one we want. We don't get all 4. We only get to choose one of the 4. If everyone cracked their relic.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Watch for security systems.
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You're near a fissure. The enemies are dropping reactant. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations.
I love doing capture missions. Capture missions in Warframe are the best
Lock and load.
because you get to just
Move and strike.
what the
We have to win.
crouch, bullet jump, fall down.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
What the? I feel like I'm getting caught on a bunch of really goofy stuff right now.
For the Lotus.
Bullet
Stay
jump,
focused.
slide,
There's a
bullet
heavy unit
jump.
approaching.
Just a moment. I will self-repair.
Who's that lady?
Let's go on the offensive.
Hydroid chassis, Orthos blueprint. I guess I'll keep the Titania chassis.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
No big money. No rare drops. Common garbage. Kinda sucks getting common garbage. I'm not gonna lie. Kinda sucks cheeks. No, I should have played, and I think I will just play, is Spider Warframe. Just be Spider-Man. It was nice playing Necros for a singular mission, but I think I'd rather just play Spider Frame. If I play with the spider, I can like climb walls and junk. I want to go to Phobos? No. Uva Fortress? No. I wanna... where do I wanna go? There's so much stuff to do that I always get overwhelmed. You know what I should do? I should figure out how to go an operator. So wait. Let me Google this real quick. Warframe, how to use operator. PC. buttons. Which buttons am I hitting? Wait, is it really that easy? I just hit 5 on my keyboard.
The roof of your mouth the following morning.
I guess it is that easy. Man, my guy looks so cooked. Also, they added a whole lot of new stuff here. I do like the chemistry belt. I'm gonna purchase the little chemistry belt. Actually, no. Operator Dex Fit. Kind of really big and goofy. Operator sleeves. The chemist gloves. Oh. Hmm. I mean, like, I kind of look like my anime, like, goth look a little bit, but I kind of want to add a little bit more red if I can. I remember I went with the orange because I was like, ew, I have so much red on me. Sigils, animations. Yeah, what was Madura? Oh, I didn't realize I could use these things now. Yeah, they don't really suit my guy at all. I want them to make more of these. I don't want them to like lock them behind stuff because there were some of those where they locked them behind like a paywall and it was so stupid when they did that. The featured. Oh, or the features. Why am I saying featured like it's facial accessories? Good morning. I'm just stramming. I'm not impressed by any of those. Ear accessory, eye accessories. Can I just look at eye accessories? I'm not impressed by them eyeballs. They are not impressive at all to me. You know what's weird? Does anyone even walk around with like headphones anymore? Because I don't think I've ever seen anyone like walk around with headphones besides people at the gym. And even then, you can always just see, put on chemist mask. I like the look of the chemist mask because it kind of looks like a plague doctor, but it just looks goofy as hell. The Goth Hood. Yes, cat. I fed you. Got food. Go eat. I know you didn't see me do it, but it's there. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm not really committed to buying a bunch of stuff. I just kind of want to like peruse the stuff. I'm just window shopping. What do you mean the stuff I have on? It's called the operator deck sleeves, the operator deck suit, and I got the smelter greaves. Is there a chemist boots too? Ew, that looks gross as hell. Why are there so many like just tights? Avoid shell legs. Yeah, we're just gonna... Equipment, focus. Alright, before I forget, I want to take the hood off. Boop. Back to the frame. I still want the cat stream. The cat stream, maybe. I drop my color. I think I gotta take the trash out. I haven't done that. I need to. Can I take the trash out now or like in a little bit? I probably should do it now, shouldn't I? I don't want to take the trash out. Nobody ever likes taking the trash out. Okay, I'm gonna take, I think, a 5-minute break. I'm gonna watch a quick video on Warframe while I take the trash out, and I'll be right back. Probably not even a full 5 minutes, but we're gonna be BRBs. So we'll put that screen on. We'll sit here. Wish I had something for you guys to like look at or something interesting for the BRB, but I really don't. And that sucks, and I apologize. I'm gonna work on that in the future. Soon, hopefully. But I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Got the garbage. There's some other junk that needed to get done real quick. Need to that go here. Or to here. Open up mission. Gosh, so much to do, and I have no clue how to do it. All right. First things first. Guess we'll go to Deimos. We'll do back room junk, I guess. So, Deimos. The Sanctum.
Tenno, our work goes on. Welcome once again to the chaotic waltz that is my
Research. Dante, no. Arcanes, no. Trade for Voca. No. Exchange Voca for other junk, no. Oh, I forgot to turn off the BRB screen. There we go. The BRB / eating screen. Actually, just the eating screen that I use is BRB. Bounties, standing. Standing, rank up. What do I need? I need all that junk. I just need the standing.
Very good.
Wait, no, I need you. Wait, hold up. Exterminate, survival. Exterminate, yes, steel path.
Very well.
Quick ability recap on her stuff. So, wall latch, grants predator lurk, get invisible for 8 seconds, leap onto enemies, toxic damage, make a bunch of webs. Enemies caught in the web are trapped inside the cocoon. That increases the damage so they take more damage. Launch a barrage of stingers, darts, apply toxin effect, poison enemies, spawn scuttlers when they're murdered, and you get 4 legs. You're immune to status effects, have increased maximum health, regen weapons, or ranged weapons are imbued with toxin damage. Killing enemies causes them to burst with toxin. Silken threads, tap damage to damage. Alright, switch to gun for stacking toxin. Equip.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
Murder all of you. I swear, every time I play Warframe, I always get the cracked person that just comes in and they just eviscerate the room every time. Every time I come back, I just feel like the world's biggest inferiority complex every time, because I'm like, dang, I'm like, I know I haven't been playing, but like, dang, I didn't realize I was this dog shit at the game. From watching people walk into a room and then just turn it into the apocalypse.
If I ever see that grimoire, I'm gonna bolt. You gotta understand, it's a predator. Listen, it's not you. It's wearing your skin, but it's not you. Kill it! It's still hunting. Find the burrow it winters in. Kill that. You found it! Kill it fast!
Give me a second.
I told you not to mess with it. I'm glad you're okay.
And don't come back. Yeah! They were like, grr, and you were like, pow! And they were like, ah! And you were like, that's cool. And I was like, whoa!
Ah, dang it. I was muted again. Okay, so hello again. It is I'm here. I'm playing Warframe. I'm giving into my addiction. And I am just having a Christmas, like, crisis. Not even, like, crisis. It's just, what's the words I'm looking for? I don't want more stuff. And Christmas is coming, and I don't like getting stuff. Like, you may be like, oh, you don't like presents? It's like, no, I like presents. Who doesn't like presents? No, that's not it at all. I don't like getting stuff that I can't use. I don't like getting, like, worthless pieces of clothing. I don't like getting, like, knickknacks that are, like, big, or, like, toys that are just, like, space. You know, I have to, like, find a drawer and, like, store them, and I hate that so much. It irritates me to no end, and you'd be like, it's so weird. It's like, I like getting gifts. All right, who doesn't like getting gifts? Gifts are nice. It's about the thought, and I appreciate the thought. To hear to the moon, but it's just junk. And I hate getting junk. And I hate having to find places to store the junk, and it makes me feel bad. And I feel bad, feeling bad about getting stuff when someone appreciates me and they get me stuff. But I feel bad because I have to find space for the junk I'm getting. But I appreciate the thought and the fact that they care. All right, you can't say there's no sound when there's clearly sound. Unless there's, like, the world's biggest delay right now. Because that was, like, a full minute ago. But, I like Christmas. I just wish I could spend Christmas in more, like, not really super high gifts. Like, man, I need like a new pair of gloves. Like, I wish I could just tell people that want to like get me stuff and other people that want stuff. They'd be like, yeah, I need a new pair of gloves. I got a hole in mine. It's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get you gloves. It's like, yeah, I like this brand of boots, but mine are like 3 years old. I could use a new pair of boots. It's like, all right, cool. Get me boots. Or if someone's like, hey, I'm saving up to get a new like device. I could use 50 bucks or something, or whatever you feel comfortable giving for Christmas. And maybe in a nice Christmas card. With something nice written on the inside. I'm like, that's a good gift. But like, just stuff I'm like, I don't need. It irritates me. It irritates me to no end. And I hate that I feel like a horrible person. Feeling bad when I get stuff that are gifts. I'm not sure if anyone else has this feeling. I feel like I'm alone on this, and I probably am. And that's okay. Gosh. I'm losing steam fast right now. I'm running out of gas. And by running out of gas, I mean I didn't eat last night. I'm just kind of running on a Dr. Pepper right now. And I probably should get actual food in my system. Food's important. Remember to eat. Always remember to eat. You know, I stopped doing these missions because... What's it called? Or I stopped grinding this place because I didn't understand how to do them. Because there comes a moment when doing this place where it's like, wow, you have to like find the decoy and you have to hunt this book that's flying around and you have to kill him to continue playing the game. And it's like, wow, that sucks ass. I can't just kill all the enemies like the mission says and then it's over. And it's like, no, you have to do this stupid secondary objective called defeat the mockering. The what is it? Mocking or the scratching whisper. And you have to find it. It's just hidden somewhere and there's no highlights for it anywhere. And it's like, wow, thanks, Warframe.
Look at it, and I want to spit or split. That thing's wrong. Capital W wrong. Listen, it's not you. It's wearing your skin, but it's not you. Kill it!
Those boomies really boom, huh? I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't be making a nest out of some of that stuff.
Probably why your entire bird species went extinct. You're probably making nests out of bomb material.
Okay, now's your chance. Destroy the book. I told you not to mess with it. I'm glad you're okay.
At least I'm getting a lot of practice moving around in Warframe on KBM right now. Wait, give me a second. Hope these guys aren't gonna get mad at me for taking the extra 3 seconds to go and grab the junk off the ground. Oh, I'm having visions. That's cool. Who doesn't like a good old fever dream with a person with one eye?
He spoke in truths. A devil has come.
Solen Lua, We will cleanse this follower.
One must make the best of things.
I'm gonna be honest, that fever dream, I'm giving it like a 5 out of 10. Fun language, random hot people, but it could have gone a little heavier. There could have been some demons scratching on the walls. There could be some more crazy junk happening. It's a fever dream. Why limit yourself to only hot people dressed in religious wear? It looked a little religious. At least the nun did. I know the other dude's supposed to be some type of priest that whips himself for being a bad boy. Alright, I don't want to do these missions because I don't know how to do them. And I don't want to do them and then have my randoms just be crazy stupid and be like, I don't know how to do them either. I thought you were going to do the mission objective. And it's like, oh my god. I can go to the necrolist and do those stuff, but I don't know how to do that stuff either. Oh my god. Okay. Here's the plan. I am going to say goodbye to you. I'm going to watch some Warframe videos. We're going to be back later. We're going to do some other stuff. I'm thinking doodle stream. I have an idea for a doodle I kind of want to do. And I have other stuff I want to talk about. But I need food. And I need to look up some stuff on Warframe and how to do stuff in Warframe because it's really stupid annoying. This is part of the reason why we never really did Warframe streams, was because I didn't really know how to do all the really weird and obscure stuff. And that's all I have that's left in Warframe to do. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will be back later after figuring out how to do all the weird, obscure stuff. And we also may just be doing a doodle stream. Also, I need food. I think I'm going to throw up. Definitely. So anyways, we got Discord in the description to let you know when stream starts or when they're about to start and if anything happens. I'm sorry I haven't been updating the Discord as much about when we're not having streams on some days because I've been asleep the entire day. So it's hard for me to update when I'm asleep. Because I've been horribly, horribly sick. But, I apologize for that. I don't know what more I can say about that. We also have YouTube and Twitch in the description, so you may watch on your preferred platform. And if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Let me know what you want. I don't always do Warframe, but I do enjoy it. At least when I know what I'm doing. Unless if I don't. I enjoy the mindless murder of Warframe. That's what I really enjoy. My heart's in the murder. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed your company. Thank you for watching. You have a good rest of your day if I don't end up coming by later. And goodbye, 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 goodbye. I'm sorry for the short stream again. And goodbye, 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 goodbye.